Hi, I'm Cindy with Reinvented Delaware, and here at Reinvented Delaware, we love to transform all sorts of items into the vintage farmhouse style of home decor and furniture, and we love doing it. And today, I'm going to talk about all the things vintage. Well, a lot of things vintage. I mean, let's get real here. With my friend Anna from Skylark House. She's going to be joining us really soon. I cannot wait for you to meet her. You're going to love her. She's just as sweet as ever. Here she goes. I'm going to get her connected. She's here. I'm just going to wait to get her connected. So hang tight. Here she goes. Let's see if this works. Let's see. This is the first time I've ever done this. Yay for doing new and fun things that make you kind of scared. There she is.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Anna, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
I was just telling everybody about me and what we do, and I want to hear about you. Tell me what you guys do. We know your name is Anna, but tell me what y'all do.
So our business is called Skylark House. On Instagram, it's Skylark House Lifestyle because Skylark House was taken, so I had to, be a little bit unique. And primarily we sell authentic farmhouse items that are vintage and antique, but I also refurbish furniture. So it's the combination of those two things that basically make up the business. Yeah.
Oh, fun. Now, we're in Delaware. You can kind of tell that by our name. Where are you?
I'm in New York.
Wow. It's cold up there.
Cold. It's really cold today.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's so exciting. Listen, we're kindred spirits here. And I want to talk all things vintage, but not all things, because we only have about 15 minutes.
Right.
Slot it out. 15 minutes amongst all the mess.
Short.
So listen, let's talk first about some of our favorite pieces to date. I'll go first. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say.
All right. My favorite piece to reinvent and repurpose are vintage toolboxes that men or some women might have used them, but I think mostly men would have used these toolboxes out on site as they worked on projects. It was a place to carry their tools because it's a toolbox, right?
Yeah.
So we love to take these wooden toolboxes, and I'm going to try to share a picture. So be patient with me. Like I said at the very beginning, we are practicing here. Here's
that
one.
looks great. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so that is a toolbox up top, and then we added Queen Anne legs to the bottom of it. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Let me see if I can get rid of the picture. There we go. Yeah, so we love to do that. And I have one to show you if that's okay.
Yeah, let's see it.
I happen to have one that's not too heavy. So this
was look at that. Oh, I love the wheels.
This was a toolbox. We added casters to make it very usable.
Yeah, that's
We added a lid because this one did not have a lid, and we made it out of picket fences, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, people seem to really love these, and we absolutely love it. I love taking an item that was used, really, really well used and loved and cared for, but just used. So we need to clean it up and fix it up and all that stuff. And now it's going to be used for a totally new, reinvented kind of purpose. I love to do that.
Yeah, I can see why. And I think one of the things that I particularly like is that authentic wear, because you can only really get that through time, whether it's paint being worn away or just the wood being worn to a warm kind of tone, you can only get that through just time and use, which is why I love old things. One of the many reasons I love old things.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. So, do you want me to tell you probably what my favorite thing is?
I was just getting ready to ask you that.
Okay.
I said, girlfriend, let me see what your favorite thing is.
I've been working on refurbishing and reupholstery for probably the better part of 10 years. So when I first started, I would work on something fairly small, like a little footstool, right? I just would recover it with a green sack, right? So this is a good project. If you're a beginner, I definitely encourage you to start with something like this. And then more recently, I don't know if you guys can see, I'll try to tilt my camera down. I worked on this chair. So this took me a very long time to do. This is not like a weekend project. But I just reupholstered it. I used antique hemp fabric. And then the back is actually, I don't know if you guys can see it, is a feed sack for horses, for thoroughbreds. So that was the back. But there's more about it in the process on my blog. So if you're interested in learning more about how to transform furniture like this, go check out my blog. There's a whole series about it on there.
Awesome.
So.
Well, you sent me a picture of that chair and I wanted to share it, and it's not coming up on my phone to share it.
That's
So
right.
my apologies. I don't know what that's all about.
No worries.
So Anna, tell me, where in the world do you find all your good stuff? Let's talk about where we shop.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Pretty much everywhere. That's probably not helpful. I have people give me stuff. I go to Restore. I go to auctions. I go to estate sales. I buy a lot of stuff from other dealers. So I really go all over, and I don't really turn my nose up to any place because there's always something. There's always a possibility of finding something.
Definitely.
And then also, I think for you and I, we probably look at things a little bit differently because we look at the potential something has, right?
Yeah.
You can usually see past what's there and what it could be. So I think that helps a lot too.
I think that's super important. And I think that we shop in some very similar places. And I'm going to tag on their yard sales. Like I'm a big yard saler during spring and fall. And here in Delaware, sometimes
you guys
even
have
in the
so
summer.
many excellent yard sales in Delaware. There'd be like lines of them along, is it Route 13?
There's 13 at Route 1, and all the towns will get together and they'll say, hey, on this day, we're going to have a big yard sale. My husband and I will literally map it out. There's an app and we go from one to the next. So that's where we shop. Listen, let's tell people when we're shopping what we look for and what to avoid. I think that's really important because if anybody's interested in getting into this kind of thing, or even if you want to do it for your own home, there's some things to think about, and we've only got a couple minutes left, so let's just kind of throw some ideas out there. Tell me what you avoid.
So first and foremost, I avoid anything with water damage. I just think it just takes so much time and effort, and sometimes you can't repair the damage that's done by water. Also, water can encourage mold growth, which is just something you don't really want to get into. So that's what I would avoid, anything with water damage.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I pay attention to repairs that might have to happen because a lot of people at a yard sale are getting rid of things because it's broken. So if I would advise anybody that's watching, if you're looking for something, let's say you're looking for a dresser, open all the drawers and make sure that they move. Don't be afraid. Take the drawer out and look inside, because you don't want to purchase something and then get home and realize it's way beyond your skill level. My husband and I love to repair furniture. Weird. So that's not a problem for us. But if you're going to be out there, it's just something to think about. Listen, Anna, I'm just glancing over at the clock here and our time is ticking. Let's just talk about where people can find us. So remind me again of your Instagram account. And I think you mentioned something about a blog.
Yeah, so I'm on the internet. I'm at skylarkhouse.com, and I do have a blog. You can find me on Instagram at skylarkhouselifestyle, and I do have a link, a URL link to my blog in my profile on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook as Skylark House, and I have a YouTube channel as well because we're social media everything these days. And that is Skylark House as well. So what about you, Cindy?
Well, I'm at you're Skylark House everywhere, and I'm Reinvented Delaware everywhere, here on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and my blog. And over on our blog, we share lots of detailed tutorials of a lot of the projects that we do. I try to put out a new tutorial once every week. And you can find that by going to Instagram. On my bio, there's a link there. And it'll click you right over to my blog. And the fun thing, when you get there, sign up for my email, and I'm going to send you a list of fun stuff to reinvent. Like, there's a whole lot of ideas. You've got to pop over there and see. It's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
Yes.
And I have to say, I've spent some time on your blog. you have some amazing tutorials. You guys, if you haven't seen her blog, go check it out, because she doesn't gloss over complicated stuff. She really walks you through everything. And you really walk away with an understanding of what you need to do or how you can tackle a project. And not everybody provides that level of information. So definitely check her out. It's well worth your time.
I really appreciate that, Anna. And I love looking at your blog and your Instagram, because I feel like your finds are the real deal. I just absolutely love your stuff. And too many times I've messaged you, hey, I want that thing, and it's been sold. But
yeah,
that's what happens. That's what happens. Listen, we're going to say goodbye for now. Thanks to everybody who joined us.
Yes,
and Anna, I will be talking to you.
All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.